Welcome to Dance Mogul TV. We are here live at Alvin Ailey with Kelly Marie Dunn.
Hello.
Mrs. Dunn, it's nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for coming looking so sharp.
Thank you. Can you introduce yourself to our audience, please?
Yes, I am Kelly Marie Dunn. I am a talent manager and brand strategist. I work out of Los Angeles.
Wow, that's great. So if someone wanted to, because we like to offer words of encouragement to the younger generation, if someone wanted to follow in your footsteps, what words of encouragement would you have for them?
I think that I would really like to encourage young people to stay in school for as long as possible. And I know that that's not everybody's journey, but for me in particular, and I can only speak for myself, getting an education was my greatest tool. I went to college, I got a degree, and going to college really opened up everything for me. I would have never been able to travel the world with Lady Gaga. I would have never been able to have the skills necessary to manage someone like Richie. So I know that it's not everybody's path to go to school or to go to a four-year university, but I really want to encourage young people to stay in school for as long as possible and get as educated as possible, because one day when the talent fades, or when your knee is broken, or when you're just too old, or you're just too tired, you gotta have something to fall back on. And I really hope for a lot of people that that thing to fall back on is their brain. Okay. and their education and what they've been prepared to do for the next life.
Do you feel that having the right attitude is important in the industry?
Absolutely, having the right attitude is important in the industry, and it's hard to keep a positive attitude at all times because there's a lot of challenges, there's a lot of triumphs, there's a lot of mistakes, and there's a lot of low points as well, but that's just what happens when you're on the climb and when you're on the way up. So you can't get totally discouraged through the bad times. You have to just keep at it and keep a positive attitude. Nobody wants to work with a sourpuss. Nobody wants to work with someone who's a Debbie Downer all the time. So really, if you just stay as positive as possible and try to find the good in what's going on, you can talk yourself out of a lot of temper tantrums. This is what I know.
And one final question.
Okay.
How do you feel about the need of dance press and the magazine finally being able to interview individuals such as yourself to feature all the great things you're doing behind the scenes?
I think it's absolutely fantastical, and the reason I think that is because these people who are dancing and who are choreographing, who are behind the scenes, they're really entertaining people in a major way, and they really don't get any credit. There hasn't been any really cohesive and comprehensive way to give people credit for the great work that they do behind the scenes, behind the camera. You never see somebody like Richie, really, unless he happens to be dancing, in a TV show or on a music video. But I think that press like this can help bring more light to what we all do behind the scenes, and I think it's so, so important because we are entertaining people every day. You wouldn't imagine the kind of work that goes behind something like this. It takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a huge team to accomplish things like this, and I think it's fantastic, so thank you.
That's great. One final question.
Okay.
Is there anyone that you would like to thank that helped you along your journey?
I would say that the biggest people who believed in me on my journey were probably Troy Carter and Vince Herbert. They took a chance on me when I was young and new to management. They saw something in me, some type of talent that they were able to develop, and I really credit them for developing me into the type of manager and the type of executive that I am now.
Okay, well that's great. It was such an honor
to
meet you. Thank you
Happy
so
to be
much.
Here.
Oh, good night. Hit it, boom. Hit that, and out and up. Oh, get it, go, up.